Hey, what's happening, everyone? Welcome on back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here, for joining me, whether you are up in the morning early with me and you're sipping on a cup of coffee, tea, or like me, a chai latte, or you're settling down in the evening after a day at work, school, or just a little bit of play. Wherever you are and however you are, hope you're doing well. Let's go ahead and continue on with a little bit of still life. I kind of want to just listen to some more Opeth, and I'm not going to say I'm listening to the whole album, but I don't plan on not listening to the whole album. So let's just move on into the next track here, which is Godheads Lament off of Still Life. Let's just dive on in. No introductions needed. Here we go, guys. Right into it. Crazy tone, the guitar playing there. I love how they transition into the deeper growl. Love the bass melody back there. I like the swing it has. I caught it, finally. I like how this solo has kept up that thrashiness, but just expanded it. Come on. the electric is just tearing through this still, for as light as it is. The drum transition was so smooth. I like how they've copied that moment from before with the finger picking, just brought it back in a heavier fashion with the riff at the end of this bar. I like how he just kind of expired, like in his voice. And now it's all muted. When they stop the music and bring in those crashes, it's very powerful. That feels great. That feels great to listen to. That's wonderful. I like it. Where to start? Sometimes music just gives you so much to think about for a little bit. So I'm just like, I'm absorbing this right now. The passages when the acoustic guitar is picking straight, I'm imagining that's probably Michael Ackerfeldt. And then where the electric guitar is still just searing and screeching through underneath that or next to it. I think that those moments combined are just so beautiful because it really truly brings like together the heaviness, the darkness with the light, the more melodic. And I think that the way that Opeth bring everything together in that marriage is just, it sounds absolutely wonderful. I love that. The use of course, the growls, which I praised on the previous video, but I'm just going to say it again. I think he's like the best growler I've heard. He's so pronounced in how he growls. He's forceful. There's a depth. There's a range to it as well. So like when it started out, his growls were a little bit more screamish, more higher, and then he brought it down low for a moment. Then that little moment where it's such a small detail, but it's so cool the way that it happened. When he kind of like, and then, like he just like let that breath exhale and just come out in a certain way. That was very audible as that transitioned into the softer part, which I thought was like a small, neat little detail in kind of bringing about those transitions, because the song kind of has like a valley structure in the sense of it starts up here, right? And then it kind of dips down into its more progressive and more softer melodic moments. And then it ends with a big old climax up here at the end. So it has that kind of valley structure, which I think works really well for a track like this. Like you start hard, you end hard, but somewhere in the middle, you go a little soft and you give a little breathing room. And I think the way they executed that was fantastic. There wasn't anything in there that was like, not frivolous, but like unneeded, you know? Even though a little more progressive moments in there, like it all made sense within the story, within the atmosphere, like everything. And then I'm going to mention again Martin Mendez on the bass. Listen to his bass playing behind everything in the heavy moments, in the light moments. It's so tasteful. It sounds so good. And like it's really good. That's all there is to say. It's really good. Okay, so we're I'm assuming following our previous character, our titular character, Marauder, staining the soil midst of stillness, beloved fraternity to an end. Red eyes probe the scene all the same, stilted for the beholder. Depravity from the core, hand-carved death in stone-laden aisles. It's a fancy way of describing a graveyard. Or a cemetery. I hide the scars from my past, yet they sense my mute dirge. This is when it all falls apart, white hands grasping for straws. Sly smile, poison glare behind, undisguised man-made nova. Mute cry, don't dare to tread, searing beams tracking you down, like everyone's watching him as he's coming back to town, basically. Adoring what never has been, some will bring with them all they have seen. Searching my way to perplexion, the gleam of her eyes in that moment she knew. Now, obviously, Melinda saw him. Now, what is the thought process? She knew, but what did she know? Is he coming back for like good or not good? Thought I could leave this place on this imminent day, as I've reached the final dawn to what's gone astray. What would they care if I did stay? No one would know. What do they care if I did stay? No one should know. Thought I could leave. Oh, he repeats that again. Still brooding, soothing calm, that rigid, twisted face. Blank Godhead, tear my name. Lost virtue, frantic lust. Aren't the Godhead from Berserk? Searching my perplexion, in crumbling faith, I saw her, bearing her pain in the wilderness. The gleam of her eyes in that moment she knew. I'm just curious. Okay, she knew. She saw him, caught his eyes. Okay, he's back. But is this a good he's back? Or is this a he back? I don't know. There's only one way to find out, but we will find that out at another time. As always, thank you guys for watching, being here, spending some time with me. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Follow me in a few places as well. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Had to swallow there. And I will talk to you all later, guys. Bye.